Right, hello guys, what's Nicky Semmel, and today we're talking about the war between the land and the sea. Um, we're going to just talk about the trailer, what I think of it, and what I expect from this spin-off show. Now, Doctor Who spin-off shows, they've all ended kind of terribly. K9 and Company, the Australian K9 series, sadly, Sarah Jane passed away, so they kind of had to try and just work around ending that show, but it wasn't planned to end like that. Torchwood ends on a cliffhanger. Class ends on a terrible cliffhanger. Does this series end on a terrible cliffhanger? Does it hold the dreaded fate of a classic Doctor Who spin off? You know, they don't have the best track record for ending well. If this is a one off series, which it feels like it is, the way it's advertised and stuff, it does feel like a one off thing. But if they go off in other directions with Unit and stuff, that would be cool if they did do a second series in some sort of way. I can't see it happening, but you know. That's my thoughts on this. My dread is how it ends, but I think this is going to be solely wrapped up on its own thing, own series, one-off thing. So I do think we have potential there to break the mold, as you will. The war between the land and the sea. What a title! How does that work? It doesn't. It's hard to remember. I'm not gonna lie. I just like to call it the Unit spin-off or the Sea Devils and Unit, not the war between the land and the sea. That's such a long ass title. That's a Chris Chibnall title right there. Also, as well, no doctors will be involved in this, I'm guessing, at all. I'll be surprised if there were. And this looks more like an adult production. It feels like it's more, from the trailers, I'm getting the vibe of for teens to adults than the family show vibe that Doctor Who brings. So this does feel more adult, which is an interesting one we haven't had from Doctor Who in a long time, and that's kind of cool. I like that aspect. Now, the Sea Devils, they do look completely different to how they've looked before, and weirdly, we've had in Jodie Whittaker's era the classic look with just a little adaptation, as you'd say. This new vibe does look completely different. Um, yeah, fair enough. You can get more acting out of the prosthetics this way than the mask and stuff. So this works to show off the acting and probably make more of what the Sea Devils can do more interesting. So I am for it. The Unit stuff. Great to see Kate Stewart back and great to see Unit back, of course. The standout here, from the trailer at least, is Russell Tovey, I do believe. He's from one of my favourite shows, Being Human, and he's done a lot of work with Russell T Davies, like years and years, and he's also been in Doctor Who, so as a different character than what he's playing in this, I've heard. So, you know, there's that aspect as well. So we've got that to look forward to, and he's a great actor, so I think he'd be pushing the boat out there. Um, the whole thing feels like it's come from the Doctor Who finale, like series two Doctor Who, how it gets wrapped up in this series that we've just had. There's a small line about the seas and tiny things of bringing the Earth back the way it was, but certain things are slightly off. I thought Ncuti Gatwa fixed the timeline by regenerating to bring Poppy back, so doesn't that fix the other mistakes as well? No? Just fix Poppy? Is that why? Because the Doctor sacrificed his life to fix the timeline for Poppy, but did that fix the timeline for everything? Looks like no. It looks like just for Poppy, which is fair enough if so. That is the Doctor regenerated for wealth to sacrifice himself for that. So even if it's just for Poppy, it still works in my mind. 15's regeneration, so that's fair enough. But it is interesting that the cracks fall from the series finale. It looks like, from what words and stuff has been said throughout this trailer, it does look like that's the case, but I don't know for sure. It would be cool if it did have repercussions, series 2 to this, in tying in some sort of way. But yeah, I look forward to Kate being more dark, and I look for more character development. There's 5 episodes this series. I think they're all 1 hour long, and they still got that Disney money, so that's great. So yeah, that's my real thoughts on the trailer. It looks cool. I like what we see, but it is only 1 minute long, and there's not much to get off here. This is just my first thoughts, really, I've ever said on the land and the sea, the war between the land and the sea, because I've never really had the passion to really talk about it, because there's not much to know of yet. But yeah, this is everything I feel on that subject. So there we go. Also check out my review of the Series 2 finale. I've just uploaded it, so check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys for another video soon. Have a nice day.